And welcome back to another edition of Classic Doom Walkthroughs. Let's just avoid the Arachnotron, shall we? And pick up our main weapon. In this instance, it'll start off being the Super Shotgun. We are continuing along with Don't Fear the Demons. It's a sixth episode, apparently 33 map WAD. Is this just map 32 somewhere else? Or is this also, can be considered episode 3 Invasion map 7? It's hard to say, because somewhere else is not the name of any of these 6 episodes. So it's either episode 3 Invasion map 7, secret map number 2, or just simply map 32. You decide. It's really not very clear, but either way, that's where we are. It is the second secret map in this WAD. There is a third one, which I would have thought is accessible from this WAD. It is not, at least not on GZDoom, and I'll explain all that as we go. The game is powered by GZDoom using the Doom 2 Hellhurt platform. As always, we are playing on the ultra-violence difficulty setting in order to get 100% in all 3 of these categories. So we're going to have, well, let me get around the corner, I guess. We're going to have 73 kills to be had. There's one secret, which is really just the exit, and 29 items to pick up. So why don't we go now and do our little Arachnotron dance and dispose of the 2 Arachnotrons from out front that we've been dodging or avoiding while I've been giving my little spiel at the beginning. Yes, there are lots of enemies inside. Oh, come back here, Arachnotron. We go a little left, we go a little right, and that's that. So we can come back if you need your armor. There's a green armor and armor bonuses there. We will come back for them. I don't need them at the moment, so I'll just leave them. You can pick up some more ammo, including some rockets here. So inside, you're going to have some more of our Schuschnaffel with SS men. We do continue that Wolfenstein tradition from the first secret map, map 31, was episode 3, Invasion map 6. So all of the enemies can open up these doors to all the different rooms. So just be mindful of that, because the other enemies can get the drop on you. Alright, maybe we'll continue into this room. There is a chain gunner. It'd probably be nice to have the chain gunner's chain guns. Now that we have that, we'll just put that in our pocket for now. And go ahead, there's a Cacodemon and usually a Hell Knight. It looks like the Hell Knight has wandered off. That's not good. Let's see. I'm probably in with the 2 Revenants and the Mancubus. Let's see. Well, we're going to have lots of infighting here. Goodness, this is going to be glorious. So we got the Revenants on the one side, and you got the Hell Knight. Poor Mancubus, I don't think that's a chance here. Well, let's get a front row seat. Why interfere when the enemies are doing it all to themselves? Perhaps we can get the Revenant to fire off. This looks looking positive, no? Alright, if the Revenant doesn't hit him, I guess not. So we'll just go ahead and dispose of the Hell Knight ourselves. Now the problem here, of course... There we go, so that's okay. The Revenants are normally more weakened with the infighting with the Mancubus, but in this case, I guess it doesn't really matter. We managed to dispose of them. This last room, sure, let's break out our pistol. There's an imp and a zombie man just to the right. If you recognize all of these rooms, yes, these skins, if you will, these rooms have been reused from previous maps. That's okay. But they do serve different functions, and they do look a little bit different. All right, so we're missing just the one thing, which was, I don't know if you noticed when we ran by, when we first came in where the Caco was, but there is a red key in that window. So let's go ahead and take the red key. It's the last thing to do in this building, I guess, since all the enemies seem to be vanquished. We will, of course, before going to the red door, we will go back, get our armor bonuses, and armor if needed. They do count towards the 100%. We don't want to just leave them behind. Sure, we'll pick up a little bit more ammo, why not, while we're here. And there we go. So you should have, by the time you do all of that, you should have 26 kills and 26 of the 29 items. If you don't, you've missed something. So don't leave. You can't really get back. So what we're going to do is we're going to come in through here, and yes, we teleport. The Hell Knight usually teleports, I guess. In this instance, it did not for whatever reason. Usually the Hell Knight on the right teleports to where you were standing, so it's best to move forward and shoot at the Hell Knight on the left, while the Hell Knight on the right teleports behind you, and you can just set the melee up that way. For some reason, that didn't happen, but that's what usually happens, so you should expect that. A couple more Arachnotrons in here. There's a plasma rifle there. Stay on the right side of the door whenever you're facing enemies from this room. It's much more likely they will come through the door if you're covering yourself over here. So as soon as we grab that plasma pack, we're just going to grab the rifle, grab the pack, we're going to make our way out. We're hoping that there we are, that there's actually Manky Buys, so there's two Mancubus. So we're going to stay to the right. We don't want the Mancubus to come in here, ideally. And we'll dispose of the second Mancubus, if possible. There we go. Okay, so there is a computer area map, and you don't really need it for any other reason other than this. As you can see, if you look to the right of where I'm wiggling about my little arrow, it says try map 33. So that got me thinking, well, secret map number 3, map 33 must be here, but I could not locate any exit to secret map 33. I even, during practice runs when I was concluded, did some ID clipping just to see, like, am I missing something? And the only areas that kind of clicked in were really where you teleport to from the exit. So we do get a yellow key, which made me think that the yellow door would be the secret exit, but there is no yellow door, at least none that I can find. And certainly none when I do the full reveal of the map. So I'm not exactly sure, is it a GZDoom, you can't get to map 33 from here, or is map 33 only accessible to a later map? I'm not really sure. As you probably guessed, I do these walkthroughs as I progress. I haven't done this entire wad and then I go back and start with map 1. I do it as I go. I try to find the best method to complete each map, and I move on to the next one. So I have no idea. But if map 33 is accessible from here, it's not accessible using GZDoom. So I'm not really sure, because the creator of the map does say that it's compatible with GZDoom. So I can't really say. I guess I might find out later on. So we're going to teleport here. Some shotgunners and a pinky. Why don't we just use our chain gun? I guess the pinky takes too much of a bite out of us. And I guess we will use our chain gun for out of shotgun ammo. You know, we didn't have a backpack on this map, so 50 shotgun shells was it. There were quite a few enemies that I thought needed a shotgun. Although we did save our plasma rifle and plasma, so that'll be quite handy in the room coming up with an archvile. But first, yes, they don't have their head in the sand, these Hell Knights. They do have them, I guess, in a lava floor or ceiling of some kind, but don't get too close, because they can shoot at you and they can scratch you. But with some gentle tappa-tappa, the idea is not to run out, if possible, of chain gun ammo, so we can just, I know this seems kind of like a sad sitting duck situation. No fun destroying an enemy who doesn't have even a chance, but that's the way it's designed. So let's hope we can just dispose of, nope, doesn't look like it, so we'll have to use a little plasma. Last Hell Knight friend here. Alright. So you can see there are some pinkies in there. I would like to try to get rid of the pinkies. They sometimes just get in the way when we're trying to dispose of the archvile that's going to appear as soon as we pop in. So if you have enough, if you really have enough plasma to do it, dispose of it. If not, jump into the room and you're going to confront the archvile right now. And if you fall in anywhere other than getting right onto that teleporter, you're in an area of a damaging floor and you can't get out, so your map's over. So make sure you head over to this teleporter and don't miss. Speaking of not missing, don't worry, there is. Yes, there is a megasphere just behind the archvile. So, yes, if you have to take a zap, but you will not. Well, unless your health was extremely low to begin with, I guess, you will not have any trouble disposing of your pain and your poor health, because the megasphere will revive you quite nicely. So, I don't know, I guess we got the rocket launcher for a reason. I'm not really sure how necessary it is. I mean, there's only a few more enemies here. That should be it, yeah. So here's the yellow key, And behind here is this passageway, as you can see to the top right. We're going to end up there anyway. And I've pressed everywhere, shot at all the walls. I mean, I've done all of that stuff so you don't have to. And there is no secret exit, at least available using my platform, GZDoom, probably the one you're using. So anyway, a final count, although we will teleport from here. Yes, all 73 kills. We are going to get the secret as soon as we teleport and all 29 items. So why don't we just go ahead? Yes, so as you can see, that's where we teleported to. It looks like it's using the red key. There is no space for yellow key. I don't see the yellow key anywhere on the map. So I don't know what the yellow key is for. Like I said, if it is for the map 33, it isn't available by way of glitch or by way of just using GZDoom. I'm not entirely sure. Anyway, I guess that's it for map 32. Somewhere else. So is it, episode 3, map 7, the second secret map? Or is it just simply map 32 of this WAD called Somewhere Else? You decide. Anyway, that's how I go about my business completing it. If there is access to a map 33 using this WAD, please let me know, because it doesn't seem accessible to me. I'm hoping to find map 33 later on when we make our way through the rest of the maps. But for now, that's it for Classic Doom Walkthroughs. If you liked what you saw, hit that subscribe button. You won't miss any further videos that I upload. Thanks for watching today. We'll see you next time.